It arrived in a crate marked only with a faded sigil, a heavy weight of history delivered to the museum's basement. Zoe, a curator driven by curiosity, pried open the lid, unaware of the legacy she was about to exhume. Inside lay Corvus, a life-size jester marionette. Its wooden face was carved into a permanent, unsettling grin that seemed to track her movement. Before she could touch the strings, Elias, the museum's oldest caretaker, burst in. His voice was a rasp of pure terror. "Never touch the strings," he warned. "The master puppeteer never truly left his creation. His soul is woven into every fiber." The first night brought a chilling silence. Zoe found Corvus standing upright in the main gallery, far from where she had left him. The marionette's strings twitched rhythmically, like a predator testing the air. Elias watched from the shadows, his warnings becoming more frequent. He claimed the puppet fed on loneliness, seeking a new host to control. It didn't want a puppeteer, it wanted a slave. Elias shared the journals of Theodore, the man who built Corvus. The pages were filled with dissent. The creator eventually became the creation's instrument. Despite the warnings, Dr. Miranda, the ambitious museum director, saw only profit. She ignored the omens, eager for the exhibition's opening night. Under the glare of the spotlights, Miranda reached out. Her fingers brushed the cold wooden crossbar of the puppet. Her body went rigid. Her eyes glazed over, as if her very will was being drained by the invisible threads. She began to move with jerky, mechanical steps. When she spoke, it wasn't her voice. Corvus had found his new mouthpiece. The contagion spread. Invisible strings reached out from Miranda, latching onto the guests, turning the gala into a troupe of human marionettes. Zoe watched in horror. She realized that to stop the cycle, she had to see the strings for what they truly were. She looked at Elias and saw them shimmering, spectral lines tethering him to the puppet. He had been the first victim all along. Zoe confronted her own loneliness, the very thing Corvus used to hook his prey. With a surge of clarity, she reached for Elias's hands. She didn't use a blade, but the strength of her will. As she touched his hands with genuine care, the shimmering strings snapped. Free at last, Elias collapsed, but the puppet remained. Corvus turned his wooden head toward Zoe, his strings seeking a new anchor. Zoe didn't run. She walked toward the center of the gallery. She didn't seek to control Corvus, she sought to understand him. She reached out and gently held the puppet's wooden hand, offering connection instead of submission. The strings fell lifeless. The invisible tension that held the room captive dissolved, and the guests were suddenly released from their trance. Months later, the museum was peaceful once more. Corvus remained, but he was no longer a predator. He was a silent witness to a new story. Zoe tells a story of hope to the visitors now, teaching them that we are only as bound as we allow ourselves to be. Years passed. A young girl named Lily, wandering away from her group, found herself alone with the old jester. Instead of fear, she felt a bond. The puppet moved not with a jerk, but with a gentle grace to hold her hand. The cycle of control was broken, replaced by a bond of genuine friendship that required no strings at all. In the dusty corners of the basement, the old strings lay forgotten. Remember, the only strings that matter are the ones we tie ourselves. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tale of shadows and strings, subscribe for more scary flicks.